Mike may.
You gotta wait so long because you had it?
I don't think I'll get mine.
They say you gotta wait 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
At least
thought
3
there was
months.
a waiting period.
Yeah.
All right, it looks like it's close enough.
6:29.
Yeah.
Okay, Bill.
Okay, let's call this meeting to order. Are there any additions or deletions to the agenda?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Could I have a motion to accept the minutes of our February 11th meeting?
So moved.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Minutes accepted. There being no old business, we'll go right to the new business. Personnel.
Personnel, everybody's doing well. Patrick Cooney, our part-time hire, is progressing on time and at a satisfactory rate. He's a smart kid. He'll be a good addition.
Are you still looking, Joe, for part-timers?
Yeah, we'd like to have at least one more.
Mm-hmm.
We did another interview yesterday, but, it's very early in the process.
Right, okay. Is that it on personnel?
Yes, sir.
Okay, training?
Lieutenant, what are the 2 classes that we just signed those guys up for?
Interviewing for.
Can you use that mic? I'm sorry.
So we just signed our 4 newest officers up for interviewing, training. They'll have a 4-hour block this Monday for that.
Where do they do that? Is that online,
Yeah,
virtual?
that's going to be an online webinar type training.
What is that?
It's just learning how to interview subjects and suspects in cases.
Not an interview for your next job. It's, you don't need to train them in that.
Resume writing's next, right? Okay, any other training going on? How about throughout the year?
We'll have a lot more throughout the year.
Yeah, but-
With our range times, so we're going to have some DT training. We're going to try to do as much as we can. It's just our budget's tight and trainings are expensive.
Yeah.
More expensive now than they ever have been. So,
I have some feelers out too, to try and host some training through OPATA, which is our governing body as far as our certification is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
It's early on right now, but one of them is to get Dawson trained as a firearms instructor. If we can host that, that would save us about $1,200.
Where would that be, out here at the range?
Yes.
Yeah. I see a lot of police cars coming through Middlefield, mainly going east and west. Are they going out to that range? From all over the place?
Yep.
Bainbridge, Chagrin Falls?
There are
Okay.
a lot of officers from all over the village.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
A lot of K-9 guys who take home cars.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, that would be good.
Does that change ownership?
No. Statistics?
so for the month of February, we had 41 total traffic citations, no parking citations, 1 charge, 104 verbal warnings, 13 traffic crashes, no OVIs, 428 calls of service. You can see we're about 40 calls of service higher than last year at this time. 13 lockouts, 22 alarm drops, 1 theft, no domestics, 8 assists to outside agencies, and 3 warrant arrests.
Anything unusual this last period?
No, not really. We had a male that was making some fake 20s and passing them around town. So we were able to get enough information to do a search warrant. Officer Boxler took care of all that. So he's got some good charges coming down the road for that one. But other than that, nothing really that stands out.
Okay.
So when do you take property from a crime?
That-
Is it just drugs?
Yeah, or anything related to the drugs.
Okay, so just what you have now with the counterfeit money stuff, that's not, property can't be seized.
No, well, we were going to hopefully go that route, but they've changed the laws on the way that works. So no, it can't be.
Anything else on crimes, Joe?
No, like I said, nothing really that stands out this month.
Hey, Joe, whatever happened with the guy that went down to Niles because of something to do with jealousy or something? Whatever happened with him?
Idea. That was Niles' case. All we did
Okay.
was find the guy for him.
He was here?
Yeah, he was here. He lives here. They committed the crime in Niles
Right.
and came back here. Officer Boxer was able to find him at the house. We just held him here until Niles came to pick him up.
Got him?
Yeah.
Okay.
How about the new vehicle?
We're still waiting. They were telling us sometime in April. So we'll see if that holds true or not.
That's when you're supposed to receive it?
Yeah.
Not that far away now.
No, this year's cooking by.
Wow. All right, anything in general discussion? Sam, do you have anything?
Yeah, last month we talked about cameras
For the building?
for the building and possibly for the water treatment plants. And
Yep. So we've put 4 new exterior cameras around the building. The interior cameras are not done yet, and the recording system's not in yet. As soon as he gets all that done, then he'll requote all the locations outside of this location, and I'll have something for you guys probably within the next meeting or two.
So can we view the outside ones now? You put 4 new outside, you said, right?
Yeah,
Can we view those now?
yes.
What do we see in the back of the building?
So we
Can I
have
see
it
the
at
bike, can I see the bike path on a camera?
no, we're watching the back of the building to make sure our personal vehicles and our parked cruisers don't get
I
tampered.
just wonder how far back in the parking lot you had visibility.
But we could put one right there in that location that points back there, but you're only covering this much. You know what I mean?
I'm not asking because we're talking about putting up a free library and a mini free food pantry. And we thought that might be a good place to put it because it's pretty good ingress and egress, and you could swoop through and swoop out. And I'm not sure anyone else would agree with me, but I think that food one really needs to have a camera on it. I'm saying, no, but I don't think too many people are gonna back up and load their trunk up with books,
Right.
but they may do it with food.
I mean, you could also, do it here on this property somewhere too.
We're out in the open.
Yeah, I mean, if you put it right here in our front yard or over here on this side of the front yard where people could park over here, I mean, those cameras see very well.
Would that be like the one they have up in Chardon? Okay, all right.
Ron, can you turn on your mic?
It's up, it's on, right?
Well,
You just need to bring it a little closer to you
It
then.
wasn't on it.
All right,
That's fine, sorry.
thank you.
Sam, were there any other cameras you hadn't, you mentioned the water treatment
yeah, we talked about cameras for the water treatment plant.
and the sewage?
Sewage plant
Right.
here. I don't know if we,
Weren't you gonna swap old ones out to there?
Yeah, Matt said that wouldn't work. He said he'll get us a new quote. He said the systems, especially the one out at the water treatment plant, we can bounce off of the system that we already have at the water park. He goes, so that one should be pretty cheap. And we would just do a whole nother unit, because Mike has access to Wi-Fi out at the water treatment plant, and then we should be pretty good.
Why won't these cameras we have work?
I don't know. Matt said they're outdated,
He wants
that's
to
why
sell
we're
them.
getting rid of them,
Because he wants to sell more?
probably.
So I read a story this past week about somebody being able to hack these cameras. And the story I read was they were able to hack cameras even in Elon Musk's automobile factory. But what disturbed me was they were also able to hack into cameras that were monitoring police interview rooms. So are these cameras on the web? Are they on the cloud? I mean, how,
They're cloud-based.
but that was the issue with the cameras I was reading about. They were cloud-based, easily hacked. Do we have them in the interview rooms?
We have one.
And it's cloud-based?
Yep, same as the rest.
Is there any way to take that offline and still record it?
That camera? I don't know. I can check. I don't know what benefit it would be to anyone of listening to a,
A lot of storage too. To put it on
Right,
the,
yeah.
in the server room.
it doesn't, it's just on a loop. There's no storage.
Bottom line is
Doesn't go to
you
the
got
server.
people that just, that's all they want to do is hack in this thing.
Just so they can say they
That's how
did
they
it.
make their living.
Yeah.
Again,
So I don't know if there's really a way to make anything secure anymore that they can't figure out a way to hack in.
No, I'm sure not. I mean, I don't even know, what would they use it for?
Who knows?
I don't know how it would benefit anybody.
You know, so.
if they're listening into your interview with the suspect, I can see that be an issue.
How?
Do you,
They're listening to it illegally, so they can't use it.
I think the sophistication level to hack into that would be pretty high.
Yeah.
And I think anybody's going to be targeting not that it's not a valid point, so I mean, to me, security is, you know, we do everything today. Our financials, everything is like,
I agree.
My bank account was hacked twice last month.
what's that?
I said my bank account was hacked twice last month.
I get emails every day that my email account is being attempted to enter by a wrong IP address. Looks like fraud. The person sending that email to me is fraud.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, it's just unbelievable that, so.
Yep. Well, look, they hacked into those baby monitors and they were talking to the kids at night. All right, anything else? Any other general discussion?
So you made a comment, Joe, about the expensiveness of training. And I don't mean this to sound anything more than I'm saying, but there's nothing more expensive than untrained.
Spend our whole budget every year, Ben. and
I'm
then
just
a
saying,
little
it's,
bit more.
don't ever let, you know, if training is needed to make a person do his job effectively and keep us legally sound, we got to find the money somewhere.
Yeah, we can find it.
If it's not needed, if you're doing it just because we want to have a training list, that's one thing, but if it's needed, we need to make sure that they're given the tools to do their job.
Absolutely.
Okay. Anything else? No, is there a need for executive session, Joe?
No.
Motion to,
Make a motion, we adjourn.
So are you,
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay, we're adjourned.
doing COVID protocol with temperatures and all that?
We don't do the temperature checks.
But they self-police, right? They're still logging in and they're still,
Yeah, if they feel sick, we tell everybody if you're even feel sick, don't come in.
some employees you can tell that to and employees you can't. You have employees you can. Yeah, right. Mondays and Fridays. Not feeling well.